back to my channel. If you already haven't, hit the subscribe button down below. Sorry for not posting in a little while. I've been kind of honestly busy in my life, tried to do this one job, but I ended up leaving. I don't know, I'll get that into a few minutes for a new job that offers me better pay and hours, but besides all that, I've been kind of busy dealing with a lot of personal life stuff, which I'm not going to get into, just because it's not really anybody's business besides myself, my mother, and my leasing office and my bank. That's all you guys need to know. But what I want to talk to you guys today about is one job that I had to leave after about 3 weeks, which is the place is called PokeWorld, which is off 16th and Cleveland here in Denver, Colorado, which is on the 16th Street Mall. I had gotten that job the same day pretty much Voodoo Donuts had fired me, which was around the end of May and everything. And don't get me wrong, the managers there are awesome people. I love them. They were able to teach me a new culture and everything. But the reason I had to leave there was because the first week I was actually fully working there, doing helping out with lunch and doing closing. I was getting like 20-30 hours or something like that week, and then the following week I ended up for like the second and third week before I left, I ended up getting like the same amount of hours or less when I worked similar hours to where I was like working at Golden Corral, and I was like, I don't need the stress because Golden Corral is getting paid $8.08 an hour for about 15 hours a week, which is Saturday and Sundays. And I was really uncomfortable with it because I have bills to pay, like my rent, my Excel, like all those like normal people have to pay and everything. And even though I was gonna get good tips and stuff, I was only working like three or four, like 2 days I was working like 3-hour shifts, and then one day it was a 5-hour shift. Like it was 3.5 for 2 days for each, like for one day it was 3.5, and then 5. So it was like 11 to 12 hours a week, and I'm like, I need more hours because I was starting to do my plasma donations again just to help out. I don't mind doing that. It's just I just don't want to continuously do it just because the job refuses to give me hours. And don't get me wrong, the owners are lovely people. The location's really good for mostly during lunchtime, but around 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon until closing, it was pretty much honestly dead, and it was like so pointless when the owner could just like close up a little bit early, even though people would complain and he would be losing money or whatever. But dude, like most of your income was just coming from people from the business around that general area coming in for lunch, and then after that, not really coming in. And like for me personally, I was doing all the dishes and all the cleaning and stuff while the owner was just kind of like doing some prep. But other than that, I was mostly the one doing the cleaning, and it gets really annoying and boring after a while. And I'd be like doing the dishes, taking out the trash, help with like orders that were for Grubhub, DoorDash, online pick up orders and stuff, to the point where it was like getting kind of annoying. And then on top of that, dealing with the homeless people. Like, don't get me wrong, I know times are tough and everything, and that like if it was like annoying as heck. Like one day, one lady stayed from like 9:30 to about like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't know what time she left. I wasn't paying attention because I was busy doing other stuff with a coworker to help for him and the opening people the next day. She had come in to ask to use the bathroom. FYI, there is a bathroom there, but it's key access only, so we have to give you the key to enter it. We had to tell her that we don't have a bathroom. She got upset. She's like, "Where do you guys go to the bathroom?" My coworker, who English isn't his first language. His first language is like Mandarin or Mongolian, like some Asian language. But it was cool hearing him trying his best. And he had told her we don't have a bathroom, and she got all upset and stuff. And we were making the comments like, "Oh, there's McDonald's right across the street, and there's Civic Center up the block." And she had come in later to get a drink, and we had to tell her it's for paying customers only. And she got upset and everything. And then about a week or so later, another guy come in. I had seen him earlier before I clocked in for work. and he seemed kind of intoxicated, arguing with a friend or his significant other. I don't know. I didn't ask. It was none of my business. I had to come in and ask about a drink. And we had told him, me and the same coworker had told him that's for customers only. Well, he got upset saying his stuff got stolen while he was outside, blah, blah, blah. So he was asking us to call the cops. Well, my coworker went over to the next building right over and asked for the security guy and stuff. And I was trying to keep this customer kind of focused on me, so like he wouldn't go after my coworker. Well, he tried to and stuff, and security pretty much had to tell him to leave and stuff, and we told him what was up. And he's like, yeah, since it happened outside the facility of the restaurant, that we couldn't do anything, and, like the buildings and stuff, like the Cricket, the business building, Jimmy Don's, etc. And then about the weekend of Pride that happened in Colorado, like in June, there was this one couple when I was working. It was like the first Sunday that was open where I only worked like 5 hours and stuff. Um, this couple had come in, tried to use the bathroom, and I had to tell them that's for customers only. They weren't getting it, so they ended up leaving. Came back a little bit later and tried to use the bathroom again. And I said, hey, it's for customers only and everything. They finally shoot out. And this is how much I was like thinking of working where I currently work, which I'm not gonna state for privacy reasons, and plus I don't want to lose this job right now. And it was just annoying. And then the day before I had set up the interview with my current job, uh, this guy had come in and asked to fill up his home water bottle. I could tell he was kind of homeless. I didn't want to say anything. I just didn't want to cause any issues. So I told him, for information, the manager, the owners in the back, so he could hear me. I told him it's for customers only. He looked at me, and I was saying it in a straight face. He had looked at me saying if I was being serious. I said, yes, I'm being serious. Ended up leaving and stuff, and then the next day I was kind of a little jittery, and I just didn't want to say anything to the owner because of, just like I didn't want to like add no bad terms or anything. And then I asked if I was okay and stuff. I said, yeah, I'm fine. None of his business that I had an interview with before I got my current job. And I told him the following day that, hey, I can work this day and this other day. But after that, that's giving me last 2 days here because I got a new job. That's willing to give me more hours and stuff. And he was happy. And that day, it was like a Tuesday, I want to say, pretty much ended up being my last day there. He was super cool, super understanding. And I just swung by a couple times afterwards, after I left, which has been almost a month. Saying hi about like one bowl. I recommend not getting the corn because it's not buttered, and I like my corn buttered, and also rice. I'm like that weird person that likes it that way. I don't know who else does. And they're kind of happy to see me, and like I honestly appreciate them. This isn't like a negative thing, but like a negative review or anything. I mostly had some of an okay to positive review compared to Golden Corral, except for the hours and stuff and the pay, just because the pay was like server tipped, even though here in Colorado, for my definition as a server, where you're like either taking the orders, refilling drinks, taking plates, making sure the customers are right, and taking the cash tips and stuff. But for them, they consider like doing the food line, cashing them out, and doing budget cleaning pretty much, which is weird because I should just be being paid what like a person working at like Chick-fil-A should be getting paid, which is about approximately $11.10 an hour. Each location can vary. For Chick-fil-A, that's an example. And but it's weird. And like pretty much the day I pretty much ended up leaving for my current job, another guy had come in and I had to text the owner saying, hey, this person's looking for you, and he's like, okay, we'll be right there, and his English isn't first language, so I understood. And he came in and I understood his whole text, and and apparently I guess this other coworker had quit the same day I quit and went over to Cricket next door. And about 2 weeks after I left or so, two other coworkers had quit pretty much because of hours, because one of them had originally, this is what one of my coworkers I've done clothing with had told my mom and told me, that she originally had told the owners like, hey, I can work weekends, but then she had about a couple days in, had to change it to where she can't work weekends because she can't um, find a babysitter for kids. It's like, well, for me personally, I would have been upfront and said that because then at least you know, like, at least you're being honest. Even though it may hurt you not getting the job, but at least you're being honest, saying, hey, I can't work these days because of this reason or any other reason. And he had cut her hours so bad to where she had to leave. And the person at the cricket store had remembered me because of my mom having to do some stuff there. And when she ran into my coworker, and she had said, yeah, like they gave her X amount of hours for like the first week, and then she had to end up leaving because the second or so week into that job, she had got the same amount of hours I did, approximately like up to 15 hours a week, and she's like, dude, I have bills to pay. And they didn't really care because I know in the owner's culture, men mostly worked and women stayed at home to raise the kids, but in one specific Asian continent, I think it's China, China or Japan, comment below if I'm incorrect, had done a one-child policy, so a lot of women had to work from once the child was old enough to leave the house. Women didn't have like that 18 plus years of not working to get a job, so a lot of them did other stay-at-home stuff like Avon, Mary Kay, etc. And so most of my coworkers are male. There's only like under 5 of us that were women. And so I just felt like it was a very sexist workplace a little bit. I've worked where it was mostly men or whatever, but at least there was an equal balance of women during the shift or whatever. But for me personally, I wish he would hire a little bit more females because like he had to ask me point blank what the working age is for Colorado at least, which is 16. Which you're about and exiting your sophomore year, beginning your junior year of high school. You can be 15, but you have to have a worker's permit because workplaces don't get in trouble. I've been working at the age of 9, but it was like side jobs like babysitting, dog walking, helping my parents do their jobs, Girl Scouts, like something to where it was like until I was able to actually get a job. That would take my tax money. But those are like side hustles you can say or whatever you want to call them. But I'm 20. Like I've been working over half my life pretty much in some form or another. And so I knew straight up he was just being a sexist douchebag, but hope he doesn't hear me say that. But hey, you gotta hire females because in a lot of countries, like a lot of European countries, the United States, Canada, South and Central America, and like a lot of countries that women work and also raise a family and stuff, and where it's like equal equality for both genders in some form or another, and so it's just weird. And like if you ever are in Colorado and you go on to 60th Street Mall, just stand outside around like 10:45 to about like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and you can see how busy it gets. And if you stay until like closing, you can see how dead it gets so quickly. And that's why I had to leave because the time I got off and stuff, some of the homeless people would be like at the shelters, or some would say "fuck you" to the shelters, and stay outside in the Capitol, where the Capitol building is, park or other places, and I was kind of uncomfortable. Like I would forget to pack my pepper spray, but I mean like it's like 8, 9 o'clock at night, like kind of in the middle if I should carry it or not. If it was like 9 or 10, then yes I would, but I would have to catch one bus, take it for about 10-15 minutes, get off, transfer to another bus, and a lot of businesses start closing up because of that. And like I was just kind of a little uncomfortable, but I try to make sure I a confident look to tell people like, hey, back off, like I'm not a person to mess with. And so that's my experience at PokeWorld. If you want to go and eat there, you can. Just give you heads and notes. It's a little pricey, but the food is between average to good quality. If you're into like raw sushi, But that's up to you to decide. I find it pretty average. But I just mostly get like white rice, chicken, and corn because for me personally, when I was really young and my mom had told me this, I just had a bad experience with raw seafood, so I don't eat it. But if you like it, good for you. Points for you. I can't eat most seafood without getting sick. I can eat crab with melted butter, like cooked crab and stuff, but that's all for the sushi seafood world. But have a good one. Just make sure to hit the subscribe button below and share with your friends. Have a good one.